Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Off the play fake on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Fires into traffic, intercepted. At the 45 on its way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end. Just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys. If he doesn't here in the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
Gets it out fast. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Georgia! And once he found open space, the fans might as well start playing.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for a deep man. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Throw pass to pass. And that pass picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return to that small change. They take over at the 43. First down for this offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Holds it in. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. He wants to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And this defense gets the first sack. And listen, it is so important to hit the QB, to affect the QB. Last week only had 2 sacks for this defense. They got to continue to put pressure and get that guy to the ground.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Dogs!
This offense is so good, and they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and he hurls one deep down the left side. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge when it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
He'll start this drive firing. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job
unleashes one deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Lopez wants to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Sooners send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the move from inside his 40. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
All the way down to the 15-yard line, it's 1st down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's going to pass. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the offense. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5? Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive, so someone's going to have to...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Snowed under by the defense.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a 3rd and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on.
Makes the catch down the right side. Running toward the tape. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown Sooners. How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Lopez to pass. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. They just cut into this deficit, and now they're trying to get the ball back early with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Quarterback will audible. He's back to throw on second down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. A third and long coming up here. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. On third down, going up top. Hines is tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. He got it. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Utah is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Alex Smith, and they are right back in this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UCLA. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on him for us. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Quickly complete. Hey, that's a live ball. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down. His defense gets the ball back for its own. Line gets set. First down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
And a good, solid pick up there before the defense knocks him down. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Quarterback on the keeper. They convert on third down as he gets into the 46-yard line.
How great is it to be an offensive coordinator having a quarterback like this? Because he can go and generate first downs with you throwing the ball and running the ball. It seems like there's nothing this kid can't do.
Using his feet to buy time. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, they'll take to the air. Got his man to the left. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Georgia! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown in the game.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Glass. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline and the coach probably said, "He'll off one deep down the left side." And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Lopez wants to fire. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Dogs! Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Coming out with it, it's Glass. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. They're bringing heat. It's on target and complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down.
3:25.
Movement here from the tight end. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in